Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this evening's update on Tropical Storm Ernesto. Tropical Storm Ernesto formed this afternoon, and as of the 7 p.m. update, Tropical Storm Ernesto has maximum sustained winds of 40 miles per hour, gusts up to 50 miles per hour, westerly movement, and a minimum central pressure of 1,009 millibars. Taking a look at the latest cone for Tropical Storm Ernesto, as we go into 1 a.m. tonight, looking at a 45 mile per hour tropical storm with 60 mile per hour gusts moving to the west-northwest. And then Ernesto is expected to move through or just north of Guadeloupe and to the south of Montserrat as we go into tomorrow morning to early tomorrow afternoon. And then as we go into 1 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, looking at a strengthening Ernesto with 50 mile per hour wind, 65 mile per hour gusts moving to the northwest. Ernesto is going to move through the Virgin Islands and British Virgin Islands as we go into late tomorrow night into early Wednesday morning. And then as we go into 1 a.m. Wednesday morning, 60 mile per hour tropical storm, 70 mile per hour gusts moving to the north-northwest, very close to Puerto Rico. So if you live in Puerto Rico and the British and U.S. Virgin Islands, make sure you're watching Ernesto very closely over the coming days as you are in the cone of uncertainty and near the direct path. Going up towards to the north, 70 mile per hour tropical storm, 85 mile per hour gusts, moving to the north-northwest as we go into 1 p.m. Thursday afternoon. Ernesto is expected to become a hurricane as we go into 1 a.m. Actually, it's going to be 1 a.m. Thursday morning, 80 mile per hour hurricane, 100 mile per hour gusts moving to the north. And then as we go into 1 p.m. Thursday afternoon, 90 mile per hour hurricane, 115 mile per hour gusts moving to the north-northeast. And then we're going to see a Category 2 hurricane as we go into 1 p.m. Friday afternoon, 110 mile per hour winds, 130 mile per hour gusts moving to the north-northeast. And then, unfortunately, if you live in Bermuda, looking like you could have a direct impact from Ernesto as we go into 1 p.m. Saturday afternoon as a 110 mile per hour Category 2 hurricane with 130 mile per hour gusts moving to the northeast. So if you live in Bermuda, make sure you're really watching Ernesto as well, as Ernesto could make a direct landfall on Bermuda. So taking a look at the latest watches and warnings, we have a lot of tropical storm warnings for the northern Lessar Antilles, the Virgin Islands, and Puerto Rico in the blue areas. And then taking a look at our spaghetti model guidance plots, as we go over the next 24 hours, Ernesto is going to move over the northern Lesser Antilles around areas like St. Kitts and Nevis, Antigua Barbuda, St. Martin, St. Martin, and Anguilla. Going into the next 36 hours, Ernesto is going to move across the U.S. and British Virgin Islands and just to the northeast of Puerto Rico, 48 hours to the north of Puerto Rico, 72 to 96 hours to the east of the Turks and Caicos and Bahamas, and in about 5 days near Bermuda. And for this far out, we have a lot of good model agreement with where Ernesto is going to be moving. So especially for the east coast of the U.S. and Atlantic Canada, this is good news as the majority of the models miss, in fact, all the models miss the U.S., Turks and Caicos, Bahamas, even Hispaniola, well to the east. But we're going to have to watch the trends over the coming days. However, I do think that Ernesto will miss the mainland U.S. and Canada well to the east. And taking a look at the intensity model guidance, looking at a hurricane in the next 48 hours, Category 1, potentially Category 2 in the next 72 to 96 hours, and some models are taking Ernesto to a Category 3 as it approaches Bermuda. Do think a Category 3 is going to be very possible for Ernesto as we're looking at a lot of warm sea surface temperatures in the west central Atlantic. So make sure you're really watching Ernesto closely if you live in Bermuda, even if you live in Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands, as we're going to have a strong tropical storm move through Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. Thanks for watching this evening's update on Ernesto. Please stay safe and have a wonderful evening, my friends.